All right, y'all. Oh man, I gotta listen. The moms out there, you already know, but I did it wrong. I always got to come back in, like y'all know I had to do something. So
Confidence in the clutch.
all right, so we right back at it. Question of the week was, why do baby mothers or women of children make it so hard for fathers to be in their children's life? So
this is the one thing I wanted to say,
uh-huh.
because I thought about, like, you have some situations in which women are trying to protect their children because of some things that the father because of his lifestyle or just how he is in general. There's so many different scenarios as to why women will not allow their children to not allow the father to be in their lives at a particular. I mean, he could have some other stuff going on, and they don't want to taint their children, so to speak, or so they're really protecting their children. Because when the daddy ain't worth 2 cents, it's like, forget that. I don't want you disappointing my kids. Don't tell my kids you're gonna do this, and then you turn around and you never do it, and that cycle just happens over and over and over again. So I'm gonna protect my kids, and guess what? He really don't need to be that present in your life, and you will see it when you get older, is what a lot of women say. You'll see it when you get older. You'll figure it out, or you know what I'm saying. That's a scenario. So it's in that sense. Sometimes I kind of get it, because sometimes kids are so young, they just don't need that exposure to a lot of different things, and you don't want your kids to have those type of feelings, because kids, I mean, they're susceptible to depression and other mental illnesses as a result of some things that a father, or for that matter, it could be your mama, has done.
Absolutely.
So you got to be careful, protect their minds and protecting their hearts. Really, some of them are just guarding their kids' hearts.
At the end of the day, it ain't about you, it's about the child. So
absolutely. And
you got to do whatever you feel like you need to protect. Sometimes CPS can't come in and handle that because ain't no blood. CPS only coming if it's blood or is some other abuse. They don't care about the mental stuff that sometimes goes on with your child. So bottom line, be selective with who you having babies with. Don't be fucking everybody, and you'll be okay. When you're young, you do dumb shit, right? And it is what it is, but ain't nothing like your child. So it's not a mistake, right? Mm-hmm. Never tell your children, hey, don't do the same mistakes, make the same mistakes I made, and don't be having no kids. No, you got to think about that might make that child feel like they were a mistake. No, you a blessing. I had a young ass. I was young when I had this blessing. No shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to my OGs, my homies celebrating this first Father Day. My homeboy Trey, I seen him last night. Classic material. That nigga, though. I'm kind of glad I had mine. No, he, fam. Like right now, knock on all the wood in the motherfucking world. If I was to have a child, stop it. Ain't no way in hell I'm having no child right now. Like, my ass is old, fam. I damn near can't bend down, but it's all good. What?
She said she started a watch party.
Stop it.
Oh, that's funny.
Give me that damn phone. They want it? Give it to them. Give it to them then. Give me the phone to redo another one. See if it go. Just click it and see if we can jump back on there. And then, go ahead. And then we should be able to, you should be able to go back to the post and then just go live again, right? Can you edit that joint? You can't? Oh, well, whatever. All right, y'all. Just give me the phone. I know exactly. You got to unplug it before we start at 5. So, no YouTube this week, y'all, but
YouTube?
No YouTube.
We just told the people check us out on YouTube.
No, I said ain't no YouTube this week. They can listen to the joint.
Oh, shoot. Why did I say YouTube, Dan?
No, ain't no YouTube.
Duh, Kelly.
No,
okay.
That's why I was just doing this little piece, but I was just doing this little piece just to do it, just to give the people something, because we ain't been on here for a long time. So we'll be right back on YouTube, though.
Yeah, and yes, because when you see the YouTube production, it's the bomb, y'all. He puts a lot of work into it, for real. Nothing that I know I can do.
All right. So the people wanted it, so we back live on the book. So we back live on the book right now. For everybody that wanted it, this is what it is. Now, our topic of the week, fatherhood and what it means. I would love to get your perspective on what fatherhood and what it means.
I don't know, because you know what rings in my mind is like, presence.
Yeah.
Fatherhood is presence.
Yeah.
Being present.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You know, not just when you want to be, but all the time. Teaching, training, supporting, loving.
Right.
Fatherhood is, I could probably come up with a bunch of different ways to describe fatherhood, but like for me it's like being present. Because I know for me and my experience is having a father who was present in my life, and then not just present, but then training me, teaching me, and then supporting me through that, not just as a child, but taking it all the way through right now. You know what I mean? Like my daddy still to this day does plenty of stuff for me, and I'm so thankful for that, because I know everybody doesn't or has not experienced that and has had that opportunity. And then fatherhood is like just respecting your children and their ideas, and you know, vice versa. You know,
the hell was that, G?
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. I don't like that. Whatever it was.
Oh no, we'll figure that out later.
All good. Yeah, keep it moving.
But that threw me off.
Shit, threw my ear off. We just had a lot of little technical difficulty come through the joint, but it had to be something.
So, and last and not least, I would say loving your children and showing them what real love is.
Okay.
Because for me, as a daughter, like my daddy is probably like, to me, I believe that for young women, your daddy is your first love, and when you miss out on having your first love present in your life, you out there looking and trying to find that in every man that you deal with. You're seeking and you're looking for your dad and what you would have wanted from him. Right.
All right. So just being a father, since we're talking about fatherhood and our parenthood, what it means, I mean, I touched on some of the things before, so I'll try to give you new things. So being able to support your children, no matter what it is, I don't give a damn what they're doing, and being their crutch, that when it comes down to it, you're always going to be there for them, no matter what, all the falls, all the accolades. Not giving false hope, though. A lot of people give false hope. They want their kids to be the next LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and all this shit.
Yes.
The next football, whatever thing they is, and they don't understand. Like, that might not be what that kid want. They could be, it is what it is. Why you don't want them to be the next doctor? Like, for real. For a long time, black people want to be doctors and lawyers. But you know what? Some people said we got too many black doctors and lawyers, but that was a lie. And I want to know who said that. Because last time I checked, think about it, motherfuckers, that's too many black doctors and lawyers. You need to go to school to be something else. That was a whole conversation that people was having. Right now, we ain't got enough black doctors and lawyers. So where the hell they go?
Especially in certain specialty areas.
Man, they crazy as hell. So I really want, you know what I'm saying, any black child right now to go into the medical field. And there's so many of us that's getting jerked around to go into the legal field. But whatever you want to do, but just serious about your fatherhood is fighting for that shit. Like I said, I was a weekend daddy. I was a Thursday through Sunday daddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? All that. I had to live it. Because why? I wasn't in a position of power. When you in a woman's status, Wisconsin, you got to fight for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you did, it don't matter. A woman can say, he ain't doing enough child support. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you was doing, that wasn't enough just because the woman said it. So you got to understand, you got to fight for your fatherhood. You just can't talk about it. And you can't be crying out here like a little bitch about it, like a whole bunch of men do. You know what I mean? A lot of men bitch and complain about what's going on, and they don't understand. You can stop it, man. You have to be serious about your fatherhood. My dad told me, like, yo, I'm going to pay for your lawyer. I'm going to do all of it. But I need to make sure you serious about your fatherhood, because I ain't going to be wasting my money. No, you ain't raised no sucking nigga. All right, the 13 years you was in jail, you didn't raise no sucking nigga. So that ain't what I ain't going to never be. I'm serious about my fatherhood. If I wasn't serious about my fatherhood, I wouldn't have all the great memories with my children. Anybody come in my house knows about my kids in this bitch. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
It really is, y'all.
And I don't even.
It really is.
Yeah, I buy me a suit. I just bought me a suit on Friday. Why? Because it was Father's Day. My suit dope as hell. But you know what I'm talking about? I don't care. But just being a father, it means so much more than just what you can provide for your kids financially. Some dads think if I buy them the new KDs and some rocks or some trues, I'm doing something slick. That ain't doing nothing slick, fam. Those are materialistic things. If anybody know my kids don't. I don't have them on that materialistic shit. They got all the shit they want, all the nice things. We ain't poor. So I want them to make sure they know they can get whatever they want to, but it's gonna be alternatives. If you get that, you can't get that though. I ain't doing it like that. It's a single parent household. So I don't have all the paper, but I try to provide for my kids as well to have them understand you ain't never got to be ashamed of who you are, what you are. I try to instill confidence in them. As a father, I try to instill strength in them. I try to instill in them that they can have fear, but when you scared, let me know, because I ain't gonna let shit happen to you. That's what a father's supposed to instill in their kids. They're supposed to be wherever they are with their dad. They shouldn't fear a damn thing. And I don't think our children are like that per se, because a lot of these brothers ain't around for ulterior motives and different reasons. But just fatherhood means everything to me. If I wasn't a father right now, I don't know what I'd be doing. Yeah, I mean, I think my life would be incomplete. I think I'll be doing things that don't make me happy. Like, it was a thing when I was doing my co-parenting with my boy's mom, that no matter how much they tripping, you know what I'm saying, or getting under my skin or doing little shit, and y'all tripping, fam, type. When I put into that McDonald's on Appleton and Hampton, because they lived in Menominee Falls, and as soon as I let them out the door and was pulling out, I started missing my kids already. Like, that's fatherhood to me. Like, you gotta love your children, that even though they do shit, you miss them already. Like, I only know a few parents that once their kids not with them for a half an hour, they salty. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, they drop them off somewhere, like, damn, I should go. And that might turn some people into a helicopter parent, which I was earlier. I was a hell of a helicopter parent, because I was a black father with 2 black boys before Bella got here. So that was a difference. So I was really hard. And I was hard on them European American colonialists.
So are you
colonists.
Even more? Are you even more of a helicopter parent?
Absolutely
you have a daughter?
Not. I fell all the way back. Me and her have a relationship about what I'm a helicopter parent about.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so, but no, I fall back and let her do her things. I need her to make her decisions. I need them to understand, as a parent, your hand is on their back and you're guiding them, right? You're guiding them to stay on a certain path, but my path ain't their path. So I got to figure out their path and then guide them on their path. It ain't what I want for my children. I want my children to be able to make their own choices and do what the hell they want to do. That's this damn iPad film, and that was some G, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's that.
It is that.
Turn the volume down on that joint, on that iPhone.
Say that one more time. What you just said. It's about
what your children want. It's not what I want for. Hopefully that work. It's about
You was talking about the path.
Yeah, the path. Your child has to pick their path. So many parents want to force their children into things. Like, my children weren't born on third base, right? We gotta hit a home run. You know, so many people, their children born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They don't look like me. They don't look like you for the majority, unless you're an athlete or an entertainer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But I want my children to find their own path. But when they say something, I want them to be real with it and do it though. I don't want no quitting in it. So that's it. But like, fatherhood means so many things. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to lead by example and the health and all that. You know, the things we got to know, our kids are watching us, even though we don't think they're watching us. So our choice of words, our choice of verbiage, our choice of friends, our choice of women, our choice of habits, what we do. The kids are going to gravitate to those things, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I got guns, I got pistols, but my kids know this for defense. It ain't for me to up it on a nigga. It ain't for that. And I ain't shooting in the air on the 4th of July. So, I mean, it's right. It's certain things that I'm not showing them that it's cool to do. It's cool to protect your kids. It's cool when we come home in the dark time. Hey, y'all chill out. We waiting to get out. Let's go now. And it's out and it's ready to go, just in case somebody try to do anything to my children and me. You know what I'm saying? So it's things what you have to show your children, and you have to explain to them about what's cool and what's not cool. So to me, fatherhood is some of the things I encompass for me personally. And if it's a guide, everybody had their own opinions of what's important for their children.
That was new information.
Is that enough information?
That was enough. I mean, it was new information. It was enough, and it was. I think you said some things that might lead to another show. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
You got it. All right, y'all. Love Q&A.
Love Q&A.
Yeah, man, here we go. Nah, I can't chill no more.
You can't chill?
No, I don't think so. 'Cause you
Okay.
Gonna, of course you're going.
So.
Of course. Of course.
We're going to roll with one question today.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
So, the question is, why do women love and defend their man or husband who doesn't take care of his own seed? This is going right along with the whole theme of Father's Day and the topics and everything that we've been discussing. But why do women love and defend a man or their husband and he don't even take care of his own kids? Why? Will do for your kids but not do for his own? What does that say about your character as a woman, your choices, and your obligation? So, because I believe there are some women out there that have men or booze or whatever, bag, whatever you want to call him, okay? And he ain't doing for his kids. You don't even know the kids, but there are children. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't take you would know that he doesn't take care. If you ain't seen the kids, you ain't met the kids, you're not involved in the kid's life, you've never seen him say, or you never heard him say, oh, I'm going to pick up my kids and take my kids here, or whatever the case is. But you riding with this. Like, to me, it's like you've accepted the behavior. Why? What does it do for you? Or he does for your kids. He spends time with your children, but don't spend time with his own kids. Like, as a woman, what does that make you look like?
Well, here's the thing. It ain't on her. It's on him. Because he made the choice, not her. She just... Clearly, her preferences is different than other people. That don't make her wrong, no. Right? Because he has his reasons, because you never know what they talk about. Like, dude, you really gonna have to start doing more for your kids. I don't feel like I should be the one to go get your kids because you claim to not stand her. Right? You claim it's all this beef and all that. If that's the case, go meet at the police station then. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be don't give me no reason. Don't tell me your mama don't like it. Don't tell me all that. These your kids. And if we gonna be together right now, you know my kids, I don't know yours. But see, we don't know. We don't know. And sometimes niggas hide their kids. They hide their kids for some other reason, but the only reason I can think of is because they didn't want to have a baby with somebody, and they mad over the shit. So the best thing to do is just act like these children don't exist. But I don't understand. I really don't understand. I told you I have a hard problem. When my children went with their mothers, right? I had to get them their own phones. Dejan was about 8, Akil was like 7, and Bella was like 4. Just because I don't want to rely on your mama not answering the phone and I can't talk to you before you go to bed every night when you're not with me. I want to pray with you every night when you're not with me. So I had to get a cell phone, right? But then you training children how to make sure it's charged, batteries, all this. I mean? So I don't understand how. I don't understand how you can just say my kids don't exist. So let me get this right. So when my children go with their mom, I'm not supposed to call them, check on them, worry about them. I'm supposed to act like they don't exist because my time is over. That means you're looking at your children as your fucking roommate.
Or you're babysitting your own children.
I don't watch my kids.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it look like.
Kids. I don't watch my kids. So I just don't understand. Because you allow all types of negative influence to get in your kid. If you're not a part of them, then you can't be mad at the result that they're turning into because you ain't around. So whatever guidance you want to give and all that stuff. But when you with somebody else and the influence with all their kids, but your kids ain't even a factor in that, it is what it is. And when you with somebody and you're trying to create a blended family, it ain't your kids, my kids, it's our kids. So it's a whole bunch of steps tell you steps and levels all the time. But I don't know how a woman can do it because I couldn't mess with a woman who didn't take care of her children. Like if she lost her kids or whatever and wasn't trying to get them back. I don't give a damn how good the cooch in the head is. I can't rock with you because you don't value your own children's life. You damn sure don't value mine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm a woman and here I am, I'm with you and you don't even, and I know you don't take, I know you got kids and I get an inkling, or we have conversations, and you don't take care of kids, what does that say about me? Like, what does that say about me and my character as a woman?
You know, but
I know it's not on. It's not on me, but to me, I'm gonna tell you, just me in general. There is no way in hell I would ever deal with any man who doesn't take care of his children. Like I couldn't deal with it. Knowing that you don't take care of your children.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like, and I'm not saying you gotta investigate and all this other stuff, but if you're not providing for them financially, you don't spend time with your kids. That's the issue. Because if I got kids, hell, you ain't gonna do it for mine either. You understand what I'm saying?
I just,
you're not gonna, and you're probably not gonna do it for me.
I can't.
Because you don't value the importance of another human being and the time that is needed to nurture that human being.
Yeah, I don't get
Whether
it.
it's me as your woman or
can't.
my kids or your kids. It just doesn't make it just doesn't fit. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you talked about not hiding your kid, that makes no sense to me.
How about this though? What about the women that don't allow you
to take care
of your other children?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's women like that
yeah.
because you know why? Because the dude need her. Like he ain't got no place really. He probably ain't got no whip, ain't got a lot of paper, and she taking care of him. But it's like, if this what it is, you're gonna have to be this way, right? You're gonna have to help. I can't do this. You can go over there. She ain't helping you. She wasn't helping. That's why you over here with me. Men put themselves in situations where they have to make choices, but it should never be your children. But a lot of women are insecure. A lot of men are insecure that think if you got a great relationship with your children's mother, your children's father, you got to be having sex with them. Like me and you, we can't have a great podcast. Me and you got to be having sex.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they thinking. That's probably what y'all thinking.
I done had multiple conversations like, dog, what's up with that? I know you hitting that. Like, man, y'all got to chill out. And listen, just because a man and a woman can have a great conversation, and even, oh man, y'all flirt a lot. Man, y'all be doing this, y'all do that. Like, it is what it is. Is it working? Is it working? You was watching it, right? You was laughing. You had a good time.
Absolutely.
That's what you got to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, cause if I was doing her up, so be it. That's what I say, but I keep that shit real. I mean, listen, so be
wow,
it.
you got a lot of questions for real?
Yeah, it don't matter. It really
we need them people on the show.
It really don't matter.
We need them on the show.
It really don't matter.
They got to come on the show.
It really don't matter.
That makes for great content.
If you slap me on the thing, like, nigga, I don't. Then that's a different conversation. We gotta have a conversation. Okay, so, all right. You asked one more question, so we can get up out of here. You said, if it's second part to that, we'll do for you. What did you say? Oh no, we kind of talked about it.
We did talk about it.
Okay.
I just talked about okay. What your obligation is to that and your choices and what it looks like. So
it's a sad state. It's a sad state when somebody else can control when you see your kids, right? Or if you see them at all. And it's sad when somebody want to be with you and yours, but don't want to take care of their own. That is sad. I mean, but I understand some people have to do I'll wait till they're 18. It is people that I understand why they got to do it. If your children's mother, father constantly putting you in jail, constantly doing things where you're going to go to jail because she just keep on playing games. You go to pick up the child and all, just all these missed events and all these things, give you wrong information. Where you do get tired as a person, where you like, you know what, until that child get older and can reach out to me and can make their own decision, I have to fall back. Yeah. Because I might kill her or him or, certain things that I've heard people say, like, I got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to. But it's when you're forced to do it by the other mate or when you make the choice to say, I don't want to be involved in my child's life. That's the problem I have.
That's when you become the ultimate loser.
Yeah.
Either whether you're a mother or a father.
That's something.
It's the ultimate loser in general. Yes. And I want to say that all of these scenarios that we talk about, because I know there's somebody out there like, well, that ain't happen if if you get married before you had kids. No, sometimes you get married and have children and it doesn't work out, and then you got these scenarios. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about just. Sometimes you want to say be careful who you have children with, but like you could be thinking that this could be the perfect dude, the perfect woman, and it just doesn't work out once you have a kid. It's so hard once our relationship is fractured and it's over.
it's so hard for me to want to rock with you to make decisions about our child, especially if I may think I'm the smarter motherfucker, I'm the more secure motherfucker. Like it's so hard. That's why that dynamic is really crucial. And with having children, like you got to be careful because those are lifetime stresses when you have children with the wrong people.
Right. But those children that you have
Absolutely.
with the wrong people are supposed to be here regardless of what happens. But I just want to shout out to all the people that co-parent and can do this and it works for them. You know, I shout out to them. Mm-hmm. I mean, it takes a lot of work. Mm-hmm. I think I was reading an article about Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats and his ex-wife, and how they talked about it took a lot of work to get to where they are right now, where they go on vacations together and all this other type of stuff. And people be looking like, what you mean they all go on vacation together? Because they're really about the kids.
It's about the kids.
About the kids. Really, ultimately, that's what your focus should be, the child. Yeah. When it becomes a child, then my stuff and your stuff, it don't even matter no more.
So here's the thing. You don't never have to worry about how much your child loves you if another man comes in the child's life, as long as they're treating them fair and doing the right thing, or another woman, if you're a woman, you don't never have to worry about your child not loving you as much because they running, giving them hugs when they see them and all that shit. Not just to force things. Those are things you worry about. If your ex-mate is forcing them to call them dad, forcing them to do shit, like that's a different story. So like I said, there's a whole bunch into that, the question you asked, why things happen and why things don't. But bottom line is on you. If you're serious about your fatherhood, can't nothing stop it.
Yep.
So, song of the week, Kelz.
I had so many songs of the week that I had thought about, but my song of the week is I was listening to Prince, the Adore You. I think it's on the Sign the Times album. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my joint. I had to rock that. But if I was talking about Tupac, I don't even know if this is a Tupac song.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's a Tupac song, but he's featured on a song. The one with what is it? The How Do You Want It song? That's song.
Tupac.
Is that his song or is
that's Tupac's song? That's track number 5 on All Eyes on Me. How do you want it? I don't know what's wrong with you.
But who's featured on that song?
KC.
That's why. Because in my mind, I always I thought that was on
their album.
JoJo. Right. I thought that was on their album. That's my song. Like that was a song where, like back in the day, I wrote all the lyrics down. I used to listen to music and write the lyrics down so I could know all the words. That was one.
Before the internet. I love the way you activate your hips and push your ass out. Got a nigga wanting so bad I'm about to pass out. Want to dig you. And I can't even lie about it, baby. Trying to man, it's copy. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So what's your song of the week?
How Do You Want It is a rider song. First of all, it's a great strip club song. But
is it?
It's a great song to have your woman strip to. Tell your woman, wear them 6-inch heels, wear the thing, and strip to me to How Do You Want It and see what happens. But that's player. My song is Lord Knows. Whenever I have a bad day, Me Against the World, Lord Knows, track number 8. That one get me through. Whenever I'm having a bad time, a bad situation, something bad happens to me, I play it as loud as I can, and I have me a drink, and I listen to it about 2 or 3 times in a row in the dark, and that always get me through.
It always get me through.
Lord knows, just because.
He do know.
Yeah. I smoke a blunt to take the pain out. If I wasn't high, I'd probably try to blow my brains out. Lord knows. That's all you got to know. That's what Pac said.
The realest one.
Yeah, he's real. All right, Kel. We all good. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here, the real ones. Happy Father's Day to all the uncles and brothers that stepped up for the fathers that's no longer here, all the ones that had deceased. We salute everybody that steps up, all the grandfathers that steps up for the fathers that are no longer here, that have moved on to the other life. Shout out to all the uncles, grandfathers, brothers, cousins that step up for the ones that are incarcerated that can't do the physical things, but work in jail to buy their children bedroom sets and stuff like that, like my daddy did. My daddy worked his ass off in jail to buy me a bedroom set. You know what I mean? So there was things like that just because you in jail don't mean you invisible, my nigga. You can do things. So shout out to everybody else that steps up when the father can't be there, whether by choice or rather by force. So it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. It's a game of basketball or the game of life. You got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamond. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and that confidence in the clutch. What the hell? I don't skipped a whole bunch of joints. So hold on. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. Stay woke, get out. Go ball the bus. This was this type of night I'm having. Trying to hurry because my uncle is in the hospital. I'm trying to get there. Stay woke, get out. Go ball the bus. You can't feel the wing standing out. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and that confidence in the clutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. And when we go live, like tonight, the people asked for it and we came back on. You got to say we love our family. We love our supporters. We love y'all for telling us to go back on. Like, that's amazing. That's a great feeling. Got to write this down. Shout out to who? Val? Who's that?
Val. Yeah.
Shout out to Val. So, visit on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K and the K. Have a safe and healthy night. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence
4, 5, 6.
in the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.